Hello everyone, Vonlin here, bringing you another Rome Total War video. This is a 2v2. I was just about to go to bed and I played one last Rome multiplayer game online, and I saw this 2v2, so I joined it and I asked what the rules were, and immediately he says no artillery. That's the only rule. Or no elephants, excuse me. So I'm like, oh, so you can use artillery. As you can see, I have artillery. He's like, yeah, use artillery. And I hate artillery. Most online battles, people don't use it. It's just so stupid and unpredictable that normally it's just a sign of a noob game / noob rules when someone says you can use artillery. But I was like, fuck it. I am so upset that this guy's playing a game with large unit scale and 50,000 denarii. It felt so noobish. I'm like, I want to see if I can beat this guy. So I stayed and I played this game out. I'm playing as Macedon here. My ally is the House of Scipii, Emperor Corbzer. Our opponents are the Greek cities, Spanky, and the host of the game over here, playing as S.P.Q.R. is the Rome Senate. His name is Callum, and it's a bridge battle. I'll put the units, armies up in compositions on the screen. I'm not going to go talk through them all right now. I'm actually going to hit play and let it get going, just because it takes a little bit for this to start. So not only did this guy want to do an artillery battle, purple here again to the host, I don't really want to do an artillery battle. He wanted to do a bridge battle with max money, max unit sizes. So the scale of it, I do admit, is epic, but just the certain rules is so out of the box. It's so uncompetitive. It's really janky, is what I'm trying to say. So I figured, heck, I'll make a video of it. Why not? By far, this isn't anywhere near like a competitive battle or scene, but it is kind of epic with how many units are in it. And so basically these Royal Pikemen over here, by the way, I just completely forgot I had them when I was deploying them. I don't even realize it like 5 minutes into the game that I just have so many units. Is all I care about. Anyway, so you see me here, lots of Royal Pikemen, Cretan archers, lots of companion cavalry, some heavy artillery. I got a nice little new box of phalanxes and archers. My opponent here, the House of Scipii, brought a ton of heavy cavalry, some peasants. I don't know why. We had max money, so there's no reason that he needed to just spend random money on that. But a ton of heavy cavalry and heavy infantry mass upgrades that he doesn't even bother putting into a formation. Just shows you how good this game's gonna be. Over here on the Greek side, we have the Greek player, Spanky. Of course, he has a bunch of max upgraded Spartan hoplites, some heavy artillery, some General's Armored Bodyguard. Yeah, all of his cavalry is General's Armored Bodyguard. Which I thought about bringing General's Armored Bodyguard since it was mass money, but I don't think the double hit points is worth having so few units. You get like twice as many units if you just go with companion cavalry. So I think that's better. I'm sure someone that's really good at this game can correct me. Purple did the same thing using Roman Armored Generals and Legionary Cavalry, and he has a ton of Archer Auxilia and Urban Cohorts and Triarii and of course artillery, and he's just all spread on this field. So I didn't even know this was a bridge battle when we loaded in, or before we loaded in. The second we did, I'm like, I'm not going to attack. I'm just going to sit back and make them advance on me if I have to play this type of a game. So I'm literally going to position myself so my artillery is just within range of my side of the bridge. So the second they finish crossing the bridge, they'll be in range of my artillery. What that does is safely put my entire army out of the range of their artillery. Again, I was just like frustrated. Like, I'm being such a hypocrite by participating in these stupid bridge battle artilleries. But I'm like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to at least do it right and just smash them. So I'm like uninsured. There's no way I can lose in my mind. I'm going to set it up so my artillery fires at them. They can't even use their artillery. If they want to play an artillery game, I'm going to make them regret it. That's my whole thought process this time. So the Greek cities has all of his Spartan hoplites up here on the bridge. I'm just going to stay in my little new box of Royal Pikemen with Cretan archers, knowing that really I'm just going to play defensive. I'm going to make them come to me and know that I have a superior advantage. That's my whole plan. I have a ton of companion cavalry ready to go. Everything's, of course, maxed upgrade. I did bring my generals, the General's Armored Bodyguard, just because I'm so sick of losing my general because I throw them away. So I wanted to bring a 2 hit point unit. And I'm actually smart and barely use him in the battle. I keep him back, so I probably could have just brought him as a companion cavalry and been fine if I had not used him like I do. But I just wanted to make sure I was double safe. The House of Scipii here is behind me. He's just kind of arranging to my left flank his big mob of infantry. It's funny, I'm literally the only one that's really kind of organizing my army at all. I don't know why my pikemen are walking backwards there for a second. Oh, yeah, so I pull all my pikemen back slightly because I'm worried that I might be within artillery range if they bring theirs to the edge of the bridge. So I back up my pikemen and my archers, but leave my artillery right where it is. But yeah, I'm the only one really using formations in this game. I still haven't realized, though, as much as I'm bragging, I still haven't realized that I have a unit of royal pikemen over there, although that ends up to be a great spot for him. So the Greek player, being really brave, decides to march all of his Spartan hoplites across the river. So my artillery opens up. And unfortunately, all the shots go wild at the first round, but props to this Greek player for attacking and not just sitting on that other side of the map all game, because I've been really boring. There's the first artillery hit. And that's why artillery is stupid. Just random kills, random luck. Even though my artillery is out of range of his artillery on the side of the bridge, the shots are missing the Spartan hoplites and traveling over here and hitting his artillery, so even better for me. Oh, it looks like one of those is going to hit, and of course none of them do. So Spartan hoplites, being brave men that they are, marching. Oh yeah! Look at that camera work. It's like I'm working Hollywood. The Spartan hoplites, being the brave souls they are going to charge forward 1v2 against everything we have, while the purple player, who's the host, hangs back. My Cretan archers open up fire on him. I move my companion cavalry over to the right side over here. And the whole time, purple is just like saying the weirdest things in chat, like fire in the hole and mwahaha, like as soon as we load in. Like he's got some evil, sinister plan sneaking this map against us. And he keeps talking about his artillery, even though I don't think he ever even gets it in range the entire game. You see my artillery doing some point-blank ranges, gets a shot in there. You know, honestly, the artillery really didn't get that many kills. As OP as artillery is, and usually not allowed, which is just another reason it's not worth the money. But in a battle like this, you almost have to bring it. So he brings his Spartan hoplites up. I have my cavalry in position to flank. Finally realize that I have these pikemen, and I start moving them over. Nice, guys, nice. Just all hit each other. That's the real work. The real winner today is teamwork in my army. So I'm busy like trying to control my units, and I don't see that I march this cavalry slow-boat into the spears. Not my best moment right there, but meanwhile I got a pretty good position with this engagement there. He has a slight surround on this, otherwise everything else is just straight lined up. I'm feeling pretty confident about this. Even though he's got Spartan hoplites, which is superior to royal pikemen, max upgrade versus max upgrade, it's not that big of a difference, and I outnumber him. So I'm really fine with just fighting his units like this. Obviously, I'm going to get my cavalry around here. Here we go. Boom. There's the first charge after I untangled my cavalry from the guys I marched them into. Side charge on the Spartan hoplites. Not the best. Some of my cavalry gets around to the front. Bringing some more companion cavalry in for our charge on the flanks of these Spartan hoplites. Boom. Oh, some artillery hit a ton of my companion cavalry right there. It's ridiculous how even if you charge the flank of a Spartan hoplite, you lose so much cavalry. Unless you directly hit them from behind, or if you stay and fight them for like even a second after charging, your cavalry just starts getting one shot. Spartan hoplites are so good. You gotta be so careful with cavalry. Look how much cavalry I lost charging the rear lines of him. Obviously still a great exchange for me. I have a ton of cavalry left. I'm just mobbing these poor Spartan hoplites. The Greek has finally sent his generals, all of his generals, armored bodyguards across his cavalry. Well, if I was him, I would have kept him right behind the Spartan hoplites and tried to flank me while he did it. He definitely could have gotten my archers and my artillery and maybe even hit my pipelines, but he brings them in so delayed. And then he just charges. Look at this, look at this. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at that. Just charges general right into us. These are the kind of opponents you play for when you play Total War. They just run into your artillery, run into your phalanxes, send their armies at you one at a time. It's just beautiful. Here I'm marching in some royal pikemen to get behind his cavalry here. Meanwhile, I'm killing some general's armored bodyguard and flanking him. Meanwhile, my opponent blue, the worthless ally he is, has done absolutely nothing. Could have been flanking him constantly with cavalry, attacking the side of his infantry. Just does nothing. But in all fairness, purple is doing nothing at the same time, so neither Roman player really participates in this first battle. It's pretty much decided before they even do anything. At least our two armies' fights are decided. Some more skirmishing with the cavalry here. I'm just letting Cretan archers pick up kills. My artillery is firing at purple as he comes across and getting a lot of kills on these archers. His artillery is in range to fire my cavalry that's running around. He actually gets some pretty good kills there. That's about the only time he hits anything. I try to keep him moving so I don't ever get shot at all as they chase down his units and make him rout. I decided this is the perfect opportunity to charge some archers. He starts trying to run him back, but it's way too late. Blue pours in a ton of arrows into him, and boom, I followed up with a charge, and they just rout. Instant rout. We get some friendly fire kill here on my cavalry, unfortunately, but nothing too significant. Those archers are now taken care of on purple side, and blue steps his cavalry forward. The Greek player has been pretty much eliminated from this side of the map. Yeah, all of his armies in rout at this point. All of his left is artillery in purple's army. So now blue, now that he's completely dead, just brings all of his cavalry up and right clicks. The strategic mastermind that he is. My cavalry still beats him across. I'm greedy for these kills, man. I want all the kills at the end of this battle. Purple still has quite a bit of stuff left. He's got all these Roman armored generals, a ton of Triarii and urban cohorts. But again, he wastes those opponents completely dead before he even tries to do anything. And the artillery, like I said, they barely ever got to fire, and then we just charged it with cavalry. So really a waste of their artillery. I really just wanted to punish them for doing a game with artillery by just abusing it far more than they could, which is exactly what happens. Again, this isn't a competitive video by any means. Obviously, the players I'm playing against are bigger noobs than I am, which is saying quite a bit. But I just thought I'd show it to you guys because it is kind of still an interesting and fun game regardless. You see blue here just with this smorg of, I don't know what a smorg is, but apparently it's a large quantity of heavy Roman cavalry. You see that we're cleaning up all their artillery. We're just getting kills, free kills on all their artillery as they left unguarded. As blue very slowly gets his army to over here, our cavalry just runs amok. Look at that. I'm surprised this battle didn't lag more. Hopefully this replay isn't lagging at all. We'll see if I can get it recorded, saved, and uploaded without any lag in it. Blue's finally getting over. He does have a lot of Triarii. Some urban cohorts. So he actually could be a little bit of a threat to our cavalry. We have no of our infantry over here yet. I'm marching my pikemen over. I leave my Cretan archers too far out in my confidence of this battle. And they get caught by purple's cavalry and Triarii here, and they're going to take quite a few losses. I try to pull them back, but there's just so many units that they don't even move. Blue right clicks all of his units in one spot. Again, the tactical maneuvering I know in this game, it's hard to follow between all these Roman players right clicking. A lot of arrows coming in from purple here. He's probably killing so many of his own units as he is killing ours at this point. More Triarii. My cavalry's been killing archers and running around. I'm gonna scare off his last little bit of archers here before we go in for a flank on purple. Purple's actually doing pretty good against the cavalry that's deployed against him. Blue holds back a lot of his. But he still loses his general to what little cavalry is in there. I really hoping that you see there was a few Cretan archers that were part of that picture of the general dying, and you can't see if it's a heavy cavalry or an archer that stabs the enemy general. I'd like to think that was one of my archers that I overexposed that gets the kill. You see the massive blue cavalry surrounding and charging in. And I'm like, oh shit, I was chasing down these archers. I'm like, I don't want to miss out this final little chance to get kills, so I quickly grab all my cavalry. run away from the archers, and you think they would do damage there, but these units are so heavily upgraded they don't even, like, the arrows just tickle them. Getting this with max money. I get some of my royal pikemen to engage. Out of phalanx, unfortunately, because I charged them in because I wanted to engage them before they could reposition. I'll bring them back into phalanx though and let them start engaging. So I try to rush in the rest of my royal pikemen here. Blue doesn't even use his infantry this whole game. Doesn't need to. Purple has a lot of infantry just balled up here. But they all rout simultaneously regardless because they're just completely surrounded by pikemen and companion cavalry. So there you go, guys. There's my epic large-scale battle of noobs. You see here that I deployed the more soldiers, which is interesting because I brought a ton of artillery and archers, but I still got the most soldiers, even those max upgrades. By far the most kills. Let's see, 7-4. I got almost quadrupled what my ally got in kills, and I want to talk about compared to the kills that they got. Let's pull up the battle statistics here. You see that my general's bodyguard got 336 kills just running down units. This companion cavalry got 500 kills. One companion cavalry got 500 kills. It blows my mind. Right now, I only got 20. You see, the artillery really didn't do that much damage. So I shouldn't complain about artillery that much. It really didn't make that big of a difference in this battle. But regardless, it still makes me mad when people use artillery. Here I am making a video about it. Cretan archers did okay damage. Royal pikemen got a lot of kills. There you guys have it. Stick around my channel, subscribe. I got more videos coming. Thank you for watching.